Okay. I'm at the Gray residence and sharing information about the siding that I see, talking it out with my customer. And what I'm looking at, pretty siding, pretty trim, all the way to the top. I don't see any failure in any caulk line. And I see a rough surface on the outside here. And I see a little bit of gray here, I think, in an area here where you got a little chipping. And I'm gonna bet that this is hardy plank. And I feel good about making that assumption. But I can definitely say I don't have any boards that I need to replace right there. This, however, you can see the nail holes perforating the entire side. And when you find a nail hole like this that's got an irregularity around it, that means that's absorbing water. You can press it a little bit and I see one board that's got a large hole in it. I'm going to zoom. What I would advise my homeowner here on this side is let me repair that one hole. Not the board, just the hole. Let me get caulk in every single one of those nail holes. And I want to use a lifetime warranty GE silicone tube paintable caulk. These little spots here, we've got a problem. And what I might do is just replace that little 2-foot section only. And I think that instead of replacing that, because I'm going to have to take that electrical panel off. I don't want to do that because that's high labor dollars. So let me get a coat of paint on that. It's soft, so I've got mixed emotions about it. But if I can get a coat of paint, you might can get 5 or 10 years on it. And that's my goal. And let's get 2 coats of paint. I want to get caulking everywhere. You may have a piece that's real soft right there. Like that one right here. And I think that one is one we're going to have to replace. It's right at the corner where the corner has an indentation. And maybe the one below that. And that corner's starting to get soft. And the one above that. But there's your failure points on this, is in that corner. So let's say, starting with the one in the corner being board 1, one below it board 2, one below it board 3, one below it board 4. And board 2 and 4 are only 2 feet long. So that can come off a 1/12-foot stick of hardy. The rest of them, and unfortunately you see board number 2 all the way down, and that masonite's 16 feet long. So basically we'll have to pull off the whole length just for that bad area. And it's going to be replaced with 2 12-foot hardy plank. Starting with the one in the corner being board 1, the one above it being board 2. You can see the bubbling on the inside right above the trim board. And I'm going to send this to you. And board 3, I think board 4 is okay. But that's all I would replace here. I would get 2 coats of high quality paint, and especially on the that gable right there. Definitely get a bead of caulk. Remove what you had that's just been pumped up in there. Caulk has to be pressed in a joint to work. And this stuff was just gunked on the side of your chimney. You got a gap in that chimney right there. And I'm showing you this on video. hard to see otherwise. But that's bad caulking, and that's hurting your house real bad with water entry points. But definitely 2 coats of paint. Caulk every one of these tiny little holes, however long it takes, and a really high quality exterior paint like maybe a Sherwin-Williams Duration or Resilient. I heard Benjamin Moore has actually a paint out now that was superior to that. The window looks good. Definitely 2 coats of paint on the window. Let's go to the front.
Would you be able to match the color? Or?
Yes. We can match that. Computer match it. A pressure wash the entire home. Focus on the gutters. The gutters will have to be hand cleaned. The gutters are to the point where they couldn't get clean with chemicals. It's got to be scrubbed. We've got 3 dormers. You see those crown points, all 3 of them. Right there, 1, 2, and 3. See if we can get far enough back. We can get the bottom. I've already seen that the bottom. Yeah, that's good. All right. I would remove and replace all of the siding there. I wouldn't stop just with the bottom board. While you're up there, solve it for all time, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the little tippet corner, and that's 2 sticks of hardy plank, being about 24 feet. Well, maybe 3, and paint. And I don't know why they put them on at an angle like that. Most of them are flat, but that's a taste and preference issue. I'm gonna let the homeowner tell me what they want. We can replace them exactly like we find them. But definitely, the trim boards have got some activity in the bottom corners too. So let's take a look at those. I don't want to fix anything that we don't need to fix, just get paint and caulk on it. But definitely replace all of it on that right side of dormer 1. Same thing on the left side of dormer 1. You notice that bottom corner, lots of bubbles. And while you're up there, it doesn't make sense not to take all 6 pieces off and replace. While we're here, dormer 2 left. That one doesn't look bad. I'm going to let my homeowner tell me what he wants me to do here. I've got the video. I'm going to post for him to look. I see aberration. I get my finger in it. No, I can't. But there is something going on up there a little bit. And I'm a little bit worried about that trim board on that side. Right there in the bottom. It's lots of dark spots. It might be rotted. The top right corner, right there, of the trim, the vertical trim, the crown is completely gone. And let's look at dormer 3 left side, where we have our, I think it's an alien ship. What's tough? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Bubbling bad on that bottom board, and I think if you go up there, you want to do them all. It's 3 sticks of hardy, and that bottom board is just completely gone. In that interior corner, the same issue here with that crown on all of them. The front pieces look fine. Let's see if we can get a view of dormer 2 and 3 on the inside. right. Dormer 3 inside looks pretty good to me. If I can get close enough to get the tree, well, I may have to recant. All right, block the sun for me. All right, that's dormer 3 inside, or right side. Okay, you can see with the magnification, board 1 and 2 is taking wear. Board 1 is taking a lot of wear. And I think while you're up there, you should replace them all. The trim board at the bottom looks good. And I can tell you board, let's see, the right side of dormer 2 is real bad. Get that sun blocked, because you see right there, it's just hanging off the side of the house. Laying on, there's no fasteners on it, and that's the worst one of all. Yeah, there we go. But that's the only problem, short of the crown and short of that vertical piece of molding. Just to look at the front of the house, if I didn't know better, I'd say that was hardy. Let's see if I'm right. What I see, no, I'm wrong, because hardy wouldn't have these nail holes. But what you see is the result of a lot better care here, because I don't see blistering, I don't see bubbling. Even this one, where it looks like it's a gaping hole, for some reason it's not absorbing water because there's no activity here. The sills are good, and the trim board is not rotted. The caulk is pressed in. I see a little crack right here. I can't come up with a reason to do anything other than clean it and paint it. I clean and paint. You got to prime the bare wood, or the rail is pretty firm. But there's no rotten wood here on this rail. A little caulk line in the arch right there. But it looks like it was well done. Spot of rot, front left corner right there to replace that board. And that is it looks like a 1x4. Let's see if we can get a piece of plastic.
The center, where the corner, comes up there, the,
Crown.
what's that called, the crown?
Yeah, you got a rock point right in the apex of the crown.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
It's a 3.5 inch crown, and you see the roofing nails going straight through your crown.
Right.
That's kind of crappy. All right, I'm running out of battery. This side looks good too, and I don't want to speak too soon. That's just kind of, gosh, you would think I was popular. I know better.
You think what?
No, you would think the phone would make people think I was popular, but I know better. It looks good. I don't see aberration, rock points. I don't see bubbling. There's some nail holes. I see some points there, but there's nothing catastrophic here.
So when you said like
yes,
touching up nail holes and painting, is that like painting the whole house, or is that painting where the nail holes are?
If you paint with the nail holes, you're gonna have a bunch of little spots. Thousands and thousands of tiny little spots, and you will be able to see it.
Okay, so basically it's,
yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was understanding.
Absolutely, I would, and a lot of cleaning here, and a lot of painting. I mean, that's going to save the masonite. Is the painting job with a good quality paint. I don't know where the battery's blinking. Let's stop here